everyone, it's Christina here from Hot Pizza, and this is your relationship support podcast where we investigate the inner workings of relationships to help you get the happy, healthy, hot pizza relationship you deserve. This podcast cuts through relationship confusion with fresh new perspectives so you can stop wasting time, energy, and effort in an unhappy relationship and move forward either in it or without it. Let's get this pizza party started. In 2013, I'm sitting in a very comfortable cream chair in a very comfortable, calm counselor's room. But I am anything but calm and comfortable. I'm agitated and I have just been talking about my life and everything that's been going on for at least an hour. And then the counselor leans in and says to me, Christina, if you went to a restaurant and you ordered pizza and the pizza came to your table and it was cold, you would eat that cold pizza. A wave of fear went through me because I thought, oh, he's right. But I also realized that he meant it as more than that it was an analogy. And I realized he was really right. I was accepting and eating cold pizza in my life. And so what I did was I took that analogy home and I applied it in my life by assessing every interaction that I had with the people around me by, am I being served cold pizza? And it turns out that I was being served quite a lot of cold pizza in my romantic relationship, even though this concept still applied in other relationships like my family, friends, work. It was in my significant relationship that I realized that I was being served cold pizza. Cold pizza was the clarity. It was the catalyst and the confidence for me to make some decisions in my life that changed my life forever. And it was the seed of what hot pizza itself has become now as I went on my hot pizza quest. So today, what I do is I use hot pizza as a way to help people find the confidence and clarity to understand, to improve, or to decide to move on from their relationship. And why is this useful? It's very clear and simple, and yet it's grown into something that really can delve into complex issues. So for me, what that meant was eventually leaving my relationship. And in the interim between I was introduced to cold pizza and when I actually left my relationship and started on a hot pizza quest, in the interim period was full of fears and doubts. Now, I'm going to tell you mine and see if these are the same fears and doubts that you might be having about either trying to change things in your relationship, thinking about moving on from it, or actually making the decision to move on from it. So my fears were, I don't want to disrupt my children's life. You know, they've got something coming up and I don't want to disrupt it. I don't want a negative impact on my children. My partner's generally a nice person. So, you know, is it me? Am I overreacting? Are my emotions around things too strong? Am I interpreting things incorrectly? I don't want to hurt anybody. I think I still love this person enough that I don't want to hurt them. How will I survive? Where is that money coming from? I'm working part-time. I don't know if it's enough to sustain me. So how will I actually survive? What will my partner's response be? I don't like dealing with anger and conflict and all of that kind of thing, and the disruption. So, how will my partner actually respond to me trying to implement change within this relationship? Spiritually, I'm thinking, well, aren't we supposed to love unconditionally? Is this conditional love? And a major concern was, well, I'm older, I'm 46 years old, and what do I have to offer somebody else? So if I leave, will I be on my own forever? Will I ever find love again? All these, and probably a lot more, were the fears and doubts that were going around in my head. Are they the same as yours, or have you got some others? Well, in this series, we're going to be delving into these using the cold pizza concept and the hot pizza concept to find clarity around all of those things. Because I realize now that I was held in this holding pattern, this stuckness of not being able to move forward in any way, in not knowing how to implement change within my relationship, and not knowing when to stop trying to implement change, and knowing when the pizza oven was really broken in our relationship and there was no fixing it. So I now have this absolute passion to help other people by using these concepts and by delving into these issues and discussing them deeply in regards to hot and cold pizza and what that means for you through this series. And we'll discuss all of those things because I truly, truly, truly believe that you deserve hot pizza. You do not deserve to be served any more cold pizza. And I want you to find the same clarity that I found through those concepts and the same sense of self and empowerment that I found through it to make major decisions in my life that I'd not been able to make for far too long. I do not want anybody else to be stuck in a holding pattern for years and years in the same way that I was, because guess what? You do not deserve cold pizza. You deserve hot pizza. So join me for more of these hot pizza bites where we'll be discussing all of these things and more to provide you with clarity around your relationship and ways to improve it if that's what you want, and ways to make your decisions around staying or leaving, making that from an empowered, very clear stance, because you, my love, deserve hot pizza. Subscribe and like or follow here so you never miss a hot pizza bite, because you deserve the whole hot pizza.